Okay, welcome back to the podcast. Happy Thursday, and eerily beloved, we are gathered here today with
Mom.
The Sizzler.
Wow.
The Sick Pizzler.
Oh, I see. And today we have our hypothetical tinfoil hats on.
I got the real one on.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I just can't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have one on, so you can't see mine.
Right.
Your third eye isn't open.
Right. Basically. And today we're going to be talking about Ramtha, or Ramtha's School of Enlightenment. Have you heard of that?
This sounds like a cult.
It is. We're talking
School of Enlightenment.
We're talking about a cult today.
Let's get enlightened.
You've not heard of
Drink
Ramtha?
the Kool-Aid.
No.
It was like during the 70s and 80s.
No.
Oh yeah,
In
you should have heard about
Washington.
that, Mom.
Because I'm how old?
Hey, were you there for the moon landing?
Okay.
Okay.
Enlighten me.
Okay. Well, yeah, we are going to be enlightened. And this is going to be a two-parter. So, part 1 next week. Be sure to listen to part 2 next week.
Oh, they gotta wait for the part 2?
Yeah, you're not getting 2 episodes in 1 week.
Wow.
They're getting drip fed.
So, yeah, part 1 this week, part 2 next week. Listen to both parts. They're going to get crazy. Today is mainly about the lore. And, yep.
Oh, so we're gonna really get enlightened. We're gonna be learning.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
What flavor of Kool-Aid they use?
Grape.
Wait, what do I have next to me right now? Wait a minute.
It was intentional.
The grape Gatorade?
Okay, so Judith Darlene Hampton was born on March 16th, 1946 in East Texas before her mother left her alcoholic father and moved Judy and all 8 of her siblings to Artesia, New Mexico. I think that's how you say that. Allegedly, weeks after she was born, a Yaqui Indian woman looked at baby Judy and said, "This little girl of yourn will see what no one else sees." That's in her autobiography.
No, thank you. Oh, so it's probably fake.
Mm-hmm. Despite this, in New Mexico, Judy's life was by all accounts pretty unremarkable. She was a majorette and an Eddy County rodeo queen, attended church with her family on Sundays, and dated the star of the football team.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a movie.
Right. Her friends called her Judy Zebra, and then just Zebra because of her black and white decision-making ability, which then was further shortened to just JC, the letters. After high school, she planned to attend a business college, but had to drop out due to financial reasons. She then went on to marry a local garage mechanic, and they had 2 children.
So she goes from dating the football star to garage mechanic.
Yep.
Okay. I mean,
What if the football star became a mechanic?
maybe. I mean, I'm just saying that.
In 1972, she left her husband, who suffered from, this is in quotes, disgusting table manners, according to her autobiography, and moved with the kids to Tacoma, Washington, where she got a job working in the cable television industry. In Tacoma, she met a local dentist, J. Mark Burnett, who she then remarried shortly after. On the afternoon of February 20th, 1977, Jay-Z and her husband were crafting pyramids from paper after learning about the pyramid power theory.
What?
According to this theory, if you were to mimic the proportions created by the ancient Egyptians in your own home, you could harness, amplify, or focus energy fields. It was believed that this could be used to prolong the freshness of foods, enhance plant growth, and promote healing and rejuvenation.
On my way.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need the measurements.
I don't even know what measurements, though.
Well, it said they were crafting paper
I know.
Is
pyramids.
this where the tinfoil hat came from?
I have no idea. This is in 1977. So, according to Jay-Z Knight, jokingly, she picked up a paper pyramid, held it above her head, and said, "Attention, attention, please. You're now about to witness a miracle. We are about to place our new brain machine upon the willing person, upon whom nature did not smile with great intelligence. Carefully, we place the pyramid in the aligned position, encompassing the entire head and face. In moments, gentlemen, you will witness a truly magnificent transformation."
Dude, this might be the tinfoil hat.
Maybe. That was all a joke. She said that jokingly. And suddenly, Ramtha appeared.
Who's Ramtha? What?
Like Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah. She said, in quotes, "Through my tears, I saw what looked like a handful of gold and silver glitter sprinkled in a ray of sunshine. A very large 7-foot entity was standing there. I wasn't scared, just shocked. I mean, this was happening in my kitchen. He said to her, I am Ramtha, the Enlightened One. I have come to help you over the ditch.
What? Was she taking Benadryl before this or
I
something?
have in all caps, who TF is Ramtha? According to Jay-Z, Ramtha told her he is a 35,000-year-old warrior from Lemuria, an extension of the fabled Atlantis. During a battle, he was fatally wounded and spent the next 7 years meditating in isolation to conquer the secret of body transcendence, which he called his ascension.
Bruh.
According to a prophecy, his divine mission was to, by channeling through Jay-Z, teach humanity that consciousness and energy create reality.
I'm sorry, is this Jay-Z? She dropping like mixtapes after this?
So
Basically.
35,000 years ago, it takes him 7 years to heal, and then he waits.
Well, he was fatally wounded, but like didn't die. He meditated for 7 years, even though he was.
You guys just don't know about that.
I guess not like that yet.
Okay, so now we're going to get some followers, huh?
During this time in the late 70s and early 80s, there was a massive rise in what's called the New Age movement.
Mm-hmm.
Scholars say most of the New Age groups combine elements of Eastern mysticism, Western occult traditions, and what the New York Times dubbed the Norman Vincent Peale style of power positive thinking about life. Man is viewed as divine, holistic health, and spiritual healing. It was widely believed by these groups that heightened spiritual consciousness would bring international peace and an end to racism, poverty, sickness, hunger, and war.
Ambitious.
Yep. Carl A. Rasch, a professor of religious studies for the University of Denver, stated that the New Age movement is essentially the maturing of the hippie movement of the 1960s.
It's professionalized.
Mm-hmm. According to Britannica, traditional occult practices like tarot reading, astrology, yoga, meditation, and mediumship were integrated into the movement as tools to assist personal transformation. And one of the most popular of these transformative tools that peaked during this time was the concept of channeling. The same Britannica article goes on to state that either consciously or in a trance, they claimed to establish contact with various or extraterrestrial entities who spoke through them on a wide range of spiritual, philosophical, and psychological topics.
Now I can get behind it.
In 1979, Jay-Z, channeled by Ramtha, began preaching in public at what she called Ramtha dialogues. The middle-aged blonde woman dressed in velvet robes with intricate braiding and spoke with the voice of her 35,000-year-old warrior entity. This resembled a vaguely British accent with a husky voice, weird emphasis on certain words, and off-kilter sentence structure that has been compared to Master Yoda.
That's awesome.
You can watch videos of her talking. It's very strange.
But no one else can see this creature, figure.
Nope. After sessions, Jay-Z has no recollection of the message Ramtha delivers or anything that he does with her body while he's channeling.
It seems like a good way to get out of DUI.
Okay.
Or any other crime. I mean, dang.
At first, these Ramtha dialogues were just in her living room with 20 people. Then it was 50 people. Next, she was traveling every weekend to hotel ballrooms all over the country, charging more and more as her popularity increased. In 1983, she was charging $200 per person to hear the ancient wisdom of Ramtha, and upwards of $1,000 for private sessions that range from medical advice to daily decision making.
$200?
That was a lot of money. And
I could buy a house.
okay.
And that was then. Now it's a lot more.
And no one else could see this, but she could channel Ramtha anytime.
Wait, she's still doing this?
Yep.
Oh, good heavens.
Crazy. We gotta watch.
She's not in jail or anything?
Wait, between this week and next week, we're watching.
According to an article out of the Tacoma News Tribune in 1987, these are the basic teachings of Ramtha. 1. Each person is divine and is loved and supported by the essence called God. 2. Individuals can train their minds to focus on what they want and then experience it. 3. Happiness is a point of life, and the person who is happy will treat others with justice and decency. 4. Most souls are cycling through a pattern of reincarnation on Earth, and each person has chosen the life he or she is living. 5. Individuals who achieve an innate understanding of the God that lives in everything can ascend bodily to a higher plane of existence. And 6, instead of following the rules of other spiritual advisors, people should listen only to themselves and follow only the path of joy.
You had me in the first half. Honestly, the first 3 were sounding pretty good.
In theory, it doesn't sound
Standard. I mean, the standard like goal setting, be
treat
joyful,
others the way you
Also,
want to be treated,
be grateful.
be respectful.
Number 6 is like, don't listen to other spiritual whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Listen to yourselves.
that doesn't apply to her though?
Trust.
Like people are paying for her to tell them not to listen to her? Sounds genius.
So many skeptics and followers alike were mystified that a housewife from Tacoma, Washington, with no background in philosophy, theology, or even theater, could front or fake such ideas with a voice and cadence so insanely different from her own. However, early followers who are known in Hollywood, such as Shirley MacLaine, Richard Chamberlain, and Mike Farrell, further catapulted her, I put in parentheses, their success. Mike Farrell came across Ramtha in 1980 after a psychiatrist friend recommended he look into the experience. First of all, fire that psychiatrist.
Hey, you know what? I'm having trouble working with you. Why don't you go see someone that's gonna talk to someone imaginary?
Is Jay-Z paying off psychiatrists or something? Like the board of psychiatry? Like, hey, like send them
Okay,
all
but what
away?
about Shirley MacLaine? Because she was like well known, right?
Mhm.
So what is her?
Allegedly, they cut ties 30 years ago.
Mm.
Trust.
She's still making donations.
Because
to the
she's a
Smiths
psychic
and,
herself, right?
I mean, she's an actress. I don't know if she's a psychic. I think she's spiritually inclined.
Spiritually inclined. Okay. And they cut ties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't worry, Selma Hayek is a follower of Ramtha. So Mike Farrell is quoted as saying, "My first impression was that there was a great truth and great, I'm trying to pick my words carefully, great majesty, great beauty in terms of the interaction between Ramtha and the people who were there. And I left feeling, I think I told Ramtha this, I said, I don't know if you are who you say you are or not, and I don't care, because there is a great love expressed and exchanged and realized here." Farrell added, "It seems to me that what is so important about Ramtha is that he or she or it empowers people, gives people a sense of their own validity and majesty and capabilities, reiterates that time and time again, don't come to worship. I am not here to be worshipped, you are."
But you're
But, yeah, right.
But you're worshiping Ramtha to worship yourself.
Right.
And paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying for someone to tell you you're great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what this revenue model is.
I could do that for way cheaper.
People can only go to her things once? Because, like, if
No.
you go twice, you're, like, disobeying the...
No, I think there's followers, right?
Yeah.
Well, followers are not. If you're disobeying the 6th commandment or whatever, if you trust in her, right? Or, like,
Well, it
listen
doesn't
to her
count for that.
But Ramtha's higher than,
Higher being.
yeah,
Oh, so
trust,
that's cool.
I guess.
All right.
So finding major success on tour as Ramtha, which is crazy.
Tour?
It's crazy.
Doing a world tour?
World tour. This is going to ruin the world tour.
Jay-Z and Jay-Z?
Jay-Z acquired an 80-acre property in Yelm, Washington, 55 miles south of Seattle, where she built a 12,000 square foot mansion and bred and sold Arabian horses.
Jeez.
During this time where her public life was gaining massive momentum and international attention, her personal life was not as successful.
Wait, but she's the one that's preaching this.
Not her, Ramtha.
Oh, okay.
She's not preaching. Ramtha is preaching.
She's just letting him use her body.
Mm-hmm.
Or it or whatever.
Yeah.
So how did it get to her? Do we ever get to that?
It came
Paper
to her.
pyramid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Came to her in her kitchen.
Stars aligned.
In the paper pyramid.
Yep.
And doesn't ever leave her. She can channel at any time, but it doesn't.
Mom.
I'm asking too many questions. Okay.
You're asking logical questions about something that is completely illogical.
Well, someone's been following this for almost 50 years.
You
So
think they're going to ask questions?
That's
okay.
the issue here. People are not asking enough questions. They're just like, this person exists.
Well, I'm asking questions.
And-
So let's get to it.
Okay. So Jay-Z separated from her second husband and shortly after remarried for a third time to 27-year-old horse trainer Jeffrey Knight in 1983,
What?
taking his last name to become Jay-Z Knight, which is now what she's known as.
A 27-year-old?
She was 10 years older than him. So So she's 37 at this time.
Oh, okay, that's chill.
The dissemination of multiple books on Ramtha's teachings, audio and video recordings, in addition to the weekend sessions, led to Jay-Z raking in millions of dollars a year without the addition of the Arabian horse operation that her and her husband were now running. So on the side, they were breeding and selling racehorses. Crazy. But they were already making $1 million.
Okay.
Just from weekends.
And selling multiple books
books
and
and
audio
videos.
recordings and videos and private sessions. And her monetary success and rapidly increasing session prices had even her most devout followers questioning if she was a prophet for profit.
Yeah, because
During her
that's what
sessions
happens.
as Ramtha, when people would inquire about any variety of health-related questions, Ramtha would often promote the drug Gerovital. Have you heard of that?
What's it called?
Gerovital. Gerovital. An anti-aging drug popular in the 50s. And don't worry, you could stop up on the drug by going to the booths in the back of the room to get it immediately where she had it for sale.
Wait, but why?
I have no idea. People would ask, I saw in a newspaper article, someone asked her a question. It didn't say what the question was. And she was like, oh, take Gerovital 4 times a day and you'll be fine.
Oh, so now she's a doctor.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yep.
a homemaker.
Yep.
Now a theologian. And now we're a doctor.
Uh-huh. Where a 35,000-year-old being got the authority to give out modern medical advice for things that wouldn't have had a name for in
And speak
his
English.
day, I'm not sure. But lack of knowledge certainly didn't stop her/him/it. In 1983, a follower in attendance of one of the sessions named Adrienne was interviewed for the Philadelphia Inquirer. The 33-year-old chiropractic student from Long Island was told by Ramtha not to worry because the tumor on her ovary was getting smaller. Her doctors, however, told her that it was getting larger. While this should have been a light bulb moment, Adrienne didn't lose faith after the misdiagnosis. She said, and in quotes, "He said he didn't want to tell me it wasn't smaller because then I would become afraid."
Okay.
That's actually pretty genius. What a good way.
Well,
to
in this
cover
case,
up.
Adrienne did proceed to have surgery at the advice of Ramtha. Others who followed her advice were not as lucky.
So it's a her, not a him, or we don't know? Or we're just calling it her to give it the female, or...
Well, Ramtha is a man, is him. But Jay-Z is a her.
But if she doesn't know what she says when Ramtha...
Right, so it's him.
Okay.
Yeah, because she has temporary amnesia when she is possessed by...
Wow. Ramtha is very good at business, too. American business, capitalism.
And somehow he knows modern English.
That's why I said, yeah, the language. I don't... Okay. All from a paper pyramid.
Mm-hmm. Ramtha's teachings over the past few years put an emphasis on the apocalyptic end of times that his followers needed to be prepared for. Different from other New Age groups, this wasn't the threat of nuclear fallout or a catastrophic world war, but major natural disasters that only those in certain regions would survive. Jay-Z, as Ramtha, said, people should find a safe place to live, stockpile a 2-year food supply, and become self-sufficient by planting their own gardens. One of the safest places, according to Ramtha, to survive the world-ending cataclysmic events is in the Pacific Northwest.
Because 35,000 years ago, Ramtha would have known that.
Well, we'll get there.
Dinosaurs.
We'll get there. Followers around the country, mainly middle-aged women, were packing up their families or divorcing unsupportive spouses.
Oh my gosh.
And sledding into rural Washington. Roy Burnside, a real estate broker, said for the New York Times in 1986 that 80% of his annual clients were out-of-state devotees of Ramtha.
Dang.
One of Ramtha's followers, a 36-year-old hairdresser who moved to Washington from Southern California, said, "We're concerned about the coming changes in the earth. We want to become self-sufficient and live off the land."
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, that's not a bad...
Yep.
It's not a bad thing.
While Jay-Z Knight claims she never encouraged people to move into her community, she certainly wasn't upset about the influx of local quote-unquote students, which led to the opening of Ramtha's School of Enlightenment on her Yelm property in 1988.
Oh yeah, now we're going to be making more money because just bring them in. If you build it, they will come.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're coming regardless, so might as well build it.
Wait, I thought Ramtha was nice enough to only use her body on the weekends.
No, it's like any time. That's what I said. Like it doesn't
No,
even...
but she only does speaking engagements on the
It
weekends.
doesn't make sense.
I don't think it's only... that doesn't make sense. Can she control it? Can she tell Ramtha no?
Dude, I think if she
Is
was
this a
paid, Ramtha
consensual
comes out.
agreement? Right.
What?
Come out of my little pocket.
Yeah. What?
Say hello to my little friend. The importance of the Pacific Northwest region goes beyond being safe from impending natural disasters. According to the Ramtha School of Enlightenment website, it was actually part of ancient Lemuria during Ramtha's lifetime, before he migrated to Atlantis and freed his people from tyranny at the age of 14, where he then went out to conquer 2/3 of the world at the head of an army of 2.5 million.
Wait. This is supposed to be on Earth?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought this was like a different, like, astral plane or something.
No.
That's what I was saying. Where's the dinosaur? Like,
No.
we're skipping. We're
After
skipping
being
a
run
lot.
through with a sword during battle, Ramtha sat on a rock and meditated for 7 years, becoming enlightened, taught his body to vibrate at a high frequency, and ascended like Jesus. Their website says that.
Okay.
Their website says that.
Okay, so we're just taking the school of
Also,
everything else.
yeah, there's a YouTube comment.
Dang, this was before AI, too.
Yeah, it's just
Someone
common.
actually had to think that up.
This YouTube comment said, if Ramtha lived 35,000 years ago, there's no way he was run through with a sword. The sword wasn't invented until the Bronze Age. The earliest swords date back to approximately 1600 BC.
Yeah, that's...
So about 3,600 years ago. She's off by a factor of 10.
Close enough.
I mean, relative, I suppose.
Rounding error.
Beyond, yeah.
Okay, so now we're in the 80s.
So while she still traveled, the opening of the RSC, or the Ramtha School of Enlightenment, allowed for her to host multi-day workshops, trainings, and retreats, all centered around the principles of the Ramtha.
Dude, imagine your company pays for you to go on a retreat at Ramtha's School of Enlightenment.
Okay, but this doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry.
That's insane.
You know I'm going to have a lot of
Mom,
questions about this, and it's going to be annoying.
It never gets to a point where it actually makes sense.
Because if you don't remember when someone is overtaking your body, how are you writing books and having school and teaching lessons on it?
Well, because he's in your body as he's the one writing the books.
Trust. He talks like Yoda, but he can write in sentences.
Oh, yeah, in sentences. And he knows about Jesus because...
Bro, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Even historians are like,
They were homies.
There's no credibility to any point of her story. Atlantis didn't exist. What's a Lemuria?
What?
35,000 years ago, it would have been Pangea, probably.
Atlantis wasn't a thing?
Not that they know of. And if it was, it wasn't here.
Yeah, trust.
There's just no... there wouldn't have been 2.5 million people on Earth 35,000 years ago.
I mean, supposedly,
There's like...
it doesn't matter. I guess
no...
as long as you say something loud enough and long enough, someone's
Why
going to
don't
believe
you
you.
use this? You have this kind of idea in your head. Write a book. Don't manipulate people financially.
Well, they did write a book.
Okay. I mean, like, write a fantasy book. Sit down and become the next J.R.R. Tolkien or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jay-Z Tolkien.
Basically. The campus is massive, boasting a great hall that can hold over 1,000 people. The curriculum of Ramtha School of Enlightenment features a structured progression of programs designed to train students in mind expansion and reality manipulation techniques, starting with introductory events and advancing to intensive multi-year apprenticeships.
Oh, I want that.
Other practices taught at RSC include specialized vocabulary, consciousness shifting techniques, warrior classes, and various mental disciplines.
Oh, so we can learn to talk like Yoda?
Dang, wait, we've got Ramtha teaching us how to swing a sword?
I don't know. In an article for the Cult Education Institute, Ramtha teaches that with proper training, you can learn to see in the infrared wavelength, transmit through or predict the future. To hone their mental powers, disciples wander through a vast outdoor labyrinth with blindfolds, duct taped to their heads for up to 8 hours at a time, concentrating on the void at the center of the maze. They also practice telepathy. One will take a scrap of paper, sketch an image, a canoe for example, and focus on transmission. A second will sit blindfolded across the Great Hall and sketch what they receive. Hundreds of apparently successful transmissions are taped up on the walls side by side. Bicycles, numbers, colors. Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is like my babysitter giving us all Benadryl and putting us down for a nap.
Yeah.
Blindfold him for 8 hours.
Followers of
Should
Ramtha
go do something.
were now considered students, and both Knight and the Ramtha School of Enlightenment reject any rhetoric that labeled them as a cult. According to Knight, participation in any of the RSC events or her Ramtha sessions outside the school were completely voluntary, which for many in the areas that were being flooded with students of Ramtha, this was even more concerning. Like, you're not being forced to do this. You're actually willingly
doing it.
Doing all these, you're selling your belongings. You're divorcing your husband.
That's called a cult.
Okay, but there's no Kool-Aid.
Well, not yet.
Yeah. While in theory, manifestation and thinking good thoughts isn't a bad practice, the extent of Ramtha's spiritual guidance beyond headlines of the sessions was not known to many outsiders. So it's like if you went to one, you're kind of in it, but people weren't just going, like they wouldn't pay $200 just for.
Well, you can't just go once.
What do you mean? I mean, you
have
could.
to go a couple times to see if there's actual
Oh,
results.
I'm sure.
You know what? I feel like we need to call Aunt Vicky. I feel like Aunt Vicky went to something like this, and Dad can confirm, but she went to an all-day, some kind of
We'll call him up at the end of
conference, and she like sat for hours in meditation and conjured interesting things.
Mom, this is sounding.
I know it was great. It was loony at the time, but
loony.
but she did that, and that was in the 90s. It was like at the convention center in Portland. I mean, it was thousands and thousands of people.
Ramtha.
And they like couldn't have water. I mean, they like didn't have like some of the basics. And they were like meditating and.
Okay, we'll have to ask her. Or ask him. I don't want to ask her just in case. So Philip Dennis, the writer for the Journal of the San Juan Islands, was a concerned citizen after the call to have people move to Washington and published an excerpt on Ramtha's recently published book. Quoting from Chapter 13, The Lawlessness of Life, page 126. Master, so you don't even think that killing someone is evil? Ramtha, that is correct. Master, so you're saying that even murder is not wrong or evil? Ramtha, that is correct. On page 154, Knight expands on the folly of social conscience. The Antichrist is the alter ego, and its kingdom is social consciousness. She says, you can know everything, make anything happen you ever wanted to happen, and it is your pleasure to do so. Take your body with you when you die.
Oh, so we shouldn't get cremated.
Well.
And we're giving ourselves any excuse to be a bad person.
And murder. Dennis goes on to say the fact that significant numbers of people are accepting this conduct and doctrine as the truth is startling, disturbing, and downright frightening.
I mean, at least like there isn't reports of her followers just going out on a killing spree. Like they seem generally.
But it's centered around happiness. But this is starting to sound like significant mental illness.
Wait, if a psychopath got happiness from killing people and killing people is not wrong, that could be kind of bad.
So in 1988, 4 years after their marriage, Jeffrey and Jay-Z Knight filed for divorce. According to divorce proceedings, Jeffrey Knight, while the third legal marriage of Jay-Z's, he was actually her fifth husband.
Oh.
So I guess it's unknown where these other two happened, but spiritual husband or
common law or something, right? They just lived together long enough.
I don't know. In 1992, after suing his wife for psychological manipulation, the couple had a very public 8-week divorce trial, with everyone wondering if Ramtha himself would take the stand.
She can testify for herself twice.
Unfortunately or fortunately, he did not make an appearance, but what this trial brought to light was the monetary success of New Age celebrities and the amount of money other people were shelling out for quote-unquote ancient wisdom. Jeffrey Knight claimed in 1989 he agreed to a measly sum of $120K in their original settlement because he was under duress. According to his testimony, she threatened to cut off all connection to Ramtha, expose his previous homosexual dalliances, and his diagnosis if he didn't sign.
Okay, so now she's manipulating.
Jeffrey testified that he helped his wife transform herself from middle-class wife of a Tacoma dentist into a spiritual guru who lives in a $2 million ranch house. During their 6-year marriage, the Knights went into Arabian horse breeding business, which ultimately failed, but made huge sums, $4 million a year at one point, off the various Ramtha industries. For most of the last decade, he claimed he was under the influence of Ramtha, saying, I trusted him implicitly. even at the expense of his own health. In 1985, it was revealed that Jeffrey contracted HIV, which then evolved into AIDS, and didn't seek medical treatment under the advice of Ramtha. He said, "Ramtha told me I could not die from the plague." Unfortunately, while the judge did rule in his favor and he won $800,000 in the settlement, he died of AIDS-related illnesses in 1994 and didn't see any of the money.
That's pretty sad.
I'm not sad that they called it the plague.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, but if the issue is if Ramtha was holding the AIDS thing over his head, or Jay-Z or whoever, then him getting treatment for AIDS would expose that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
And that is where we're gonna stop for part 1.
No.
What do you mean?
That's where we're stopping for now.
Okay, homework is everybody watch a video.
Oh, I can probably show you one
Of Baby Era Master Yoda?
Yeah, I want to see one.
So yeah, tune in next week, because then we're gonna start getting into the controversies, and the last few years of the 80s kind of started to expose
Okay,
the not so
but
great.
she's still alive.
But she is still alive, and there's no current successor for Ramtha, and she doesn't plan on having one.
Well, let's get a paper
Wait, can I be one?
pyramid.
Why would you want to be one?
Let's get a paper pyramid.
Dude, that's free business.
It starts getting crazy. We have like parapsychologists involved. RFK Jr. makes an appearance.
Stop.
QAnon makes an appearance.
Is she taking peptides?
I don't know. We could probably check on Twitter and see.
I respect the ingenuity.
The-
coming up with your own cult.
The NXVIM, what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
They get involved. There's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just one day in your kitchen.
There's a lot. There's gonna be a lot in the next part.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch a video.
Okay. All right. See you next week. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but had to get into the lore first. And if you have questions, send them to me. I'll try to answer them, but I don't think I can.
Okay, we're gonna send Aunt Vicky an email. We're gonna send her an email before next week.
That'd be crazy. She
Okay.
could give us some insight.
What was it? What was it called? The School of Enlightenment.
Ramtha's School of Enlightenment.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Okay. All right, more to come. Follow us on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, all the things. Eerily Beloved Podcast.
Bye.
Okay, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.